Welcome back to the PTSD Princess Podcast. I'm Jerica Rose, your host. I survived homelessness, sexual and verbal abuse. I'm here to guide you through your healing, growth, and reclaiming your self-love. So let's dive in. Hello, welcome back to the PTSD Princess Podcast. I'm Jerica Rose, your host, and today I am going to be talking about keeping the romance alive after having kids, even when you are exhausted. I mean, like exhausted. You don't want to have sex, you don't want to touch each other. It's just like, oh, the even thought of having sex is just so tiring. We're just keeping that romance alive when you feel like it's becoming dead. So I want to leave you with 3 tips today to help you get that spark back alive, even when you are tired. And like for me, I do want to keep the romance alive, even after having kids. And it definitely could be difficult, especially when you feel like your whole life is based on them, field trips and school runs and, got to wake up in the morning, cook breakfast and all that stuff. Like you forget about the person you made love with to make those kids. So keeping the romance alive even after having kids, I'm going to give you 3 tips to hopefully help you through this romantic journey. Tip number 1, make intimacy a priority, not a chore. So if you feel like it's a chore for you, if you feel like you got to get pumped up to do it, that's a chore. Nobody likes doing chores, especially when I was younger. Like I had to do dishes every fucking day. That was my chore before I can go outside and play, before I could just have any type of fun. Like I always had to make sure the kitchen was clean. But now that I'm older, priority's a little different. I got to make sure my man is taken care of, make sure that everything is good, submissive, and all this stuff, because that all includes into the household. And vice versa. Like if I don't do the dishes, he does the dishes. Like that type of thing. But we got to make the intimacy a priority, not just a chore. Go back to the date nights, go back to how you guys met, send like little cute texts with each other, like flirt with each other, like keep that romance alive no matter what. Try to keep that foundation solid. That way you're not stumbling or you feel like you gotta go into another relationship to make you feel like you're loved. Oh, and then of course, keep God first. Tip number 2, shift your mindset from mom mode to wife mode. We always play different hats, got on my mom hat, got on a wife hat, you got a business hat, you got, preacher hat, you got content creator hat, you got a whole bunch of hats and roles that we play, so shift your mindset from mom mode to wife mode, because like wifely things, they have to make sure they keep that intimacy and communication, like literally. That communication is everything. The healthier the communication, the healthier relationship. That's what I always express. And without those boundaries, you will feel like you're losing yourself because you don't have boundaries. Remember, wifely duties do more than girlfriend / mom duties. If you're trying to become a wife, then of course you have to do extra things like to make your man happy and vice versa. This whole girlfriend shit, like I get it, but the whole goal is marriage. So yeah. All right, tip number 3, have fun together. I don't care if it's you guys watching a YouTube prank together, if you guys are going outside taking a walk and just being goofy, or letting your vulnerability show, that type of thing. Like make sure you keep laughter in your relationship. Like the reason why some of my relationships failed is because they couldn't make me laugh no more. They're overly aggressive, they talk to me how they want to, and then when I address it, oh, this is why you this is what, like, no, the healthier the communication, the healthier relationship. So I'm at this stage to where I want to talk things out. And no matter what it is, we're not doing this blame game, but, I'm trying to work on my communication too. And I hope you're doing the same thing. So make sure you have fun together. Play a game, dance in the kitchen, put on y'all playlists, twerk on him, whatever you gotta do to keep that spark alive, romance alive. So yes, and you guys could feel good about each other. I'm not trying to be in control of everything, you know. So I say how I feel, and that's just what it is, you know. God above all at this point. Like if you can keep that puppy love or, you know, that spark, like I wouldn't say all the time because we still have life happening to us, but at least try to do those things, you know, more often than you should, because that'll keep that spark alive, that romance. You know, everybody wants love, everybody wants to feel heard and seen and stuff like that. But once you do that inner work and that healing and all that stuff, and you know, your dude will start to see it, you guys will have fun together. It will just be so much better if you guys just let go of that toxicity and yeah, keep that spark alive. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. To run those tips back, tip number one, make intimacy a priority, not a chore. You know, nobody likes doing chores, or even if you mark it down in your calendar, like we don't like it as humans, but we have to do it. We have to get uncomfortable to be comfortable in our relationships. So tip number two, shift your mindset from mom mode to wife mode, because mom mode, it will feel like you're going crazy. But if you have this wife mentality, like, oh, okay, it's okay. You know, this stuff is normal. You'll be okay with it. Now, the third tip is last tip, have fun together. Have fun together. When y'all first met, like, how was it? You know, keep that spark alive. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you are on Spotify, don't forget to follow so you don't miss an episode. And if you are on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and let me know in the comments which one is your favorite tip. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.